Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday morning at about 9:15. We're going to make some 45-minute cinnamon rolls from scratch, I hope. Now, let me tell you, this recipe is by Alyssa Rivers, and that's Alyssa Rivers. Quick 45-minute cinnamon rolls. Now, the ingredients are 2 3/4 cups all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, a teaspoon of salt. I only put a half because I use salted butter. 1 package of instant yeast. Half a cup of water, a 1/4 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and 1 large egg. So you mix all the dry ingredients together, and then you heat this for about 45 seconds till the butter's nice and melted. You don't want to get it too hot. You'll kill the yeast. So my dry ingredients are all mixed right here. And after you put the wet ingredients in, then you add an egg. Then for the fun part, y'all know I'm not making these cinnamon rolls because they sound delish, but because I wanted to use my dough hook. So, now then, for the filling, it's a 1/4 cup of butter softened to room temperature, 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Oh, God. Then there's the glaze. A cup of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm probably going to use 4 tablespoons of milk and a little extra powdered sugar to make a little bit more icing. I mean, I could make icing and then roll my cinnamon rolls in it, but I won't do that. So that's the recipe, and I have everything ready to go. And so I'm going to pause you for a minute while I heat this up, and then I'm going to watch y'all watch the dough hook, or I'm going to let y'all watch the dough hook. And it says mix it for 3 to 4 minutes until it's no longer sticky. You place it in a lightly greased bowl and let it rest for 5 minutes. Okay, hold on. Okay, y'all, you're still there. I'm amazed. Okay, so now my milk, water, and butter are ready to go. Now the yeast is already in here. So let's pour this in. You know I like to get every bit of everything here. Okay, and we're gonna, let me double check, make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay. You stir the butter mixture, which I'm gonna say goes on low for just a minute or two. Not a minute, but you know, until it's mixed. And then we'll add the egg, and then Maxine will do her thing for 4 minutes. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let me see. Okay, it does not say what speed to knead on. Now, you know, I don't like that. Notice I have my egg in a little cup, so like they do on the fancy cooking shows, except for Preppy Kitchen. And that's what I just love about that man. He does like I do. He makes the biggest messes sometimes. Okay, so it says to knead this, all right, straight up at 12 for 4 minutes. Now, I'm probably either going to have to speed it up a little. No, it's starting to grab it. Sometimes, y'all, when you're doing this, it seems like that the ingredients on the side of your bowl are not, going to get incorporated very well. But it looks like this dough is doing pretty good. I don't want to say I have a good feeling about this, y'all. So I'm not going to say it. It's pretty sticky. I'm going to pause, y'all, because I don't want you to listen to that for 3 more minutes, okay? Be right back. Okay, y'all. We are done. Okay, now it said until the dough is not sticky anymore. I don't know. It looks a little sticky to me. But since this is the first time using a mixer, now I'm going to tell y'all, you know, when I was younger, I had a bread machine. It was given to me as a gift by a sweet lady. I was her caregiver, and she was just amazing. Okay. All right, so I've got my bowl here, lightly greased, and oh no, this looks a little sticky to me, but whoop. I bet you probably 2 times I have made bread the old-fashioned way, where you have to knead it, let it rise, knead it, let it rise. Oh my gosh, that's too labor intensive for me. I can't keep my, I'm trying to get all this bread dough. You guys that have made, you know, bread a lot more recently than me, see, that looks sticky to me, but I follow the directions exactly. Okay, so it said to put this in a lightly greased bowl, which is where it is. Now see, I'm not the least bit wanting to lick my fingers. So I've got a plate right here. I'm going to put over it, and I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes. Now, what it says to do, preheat the oven to 200 degrees and then turn off after 10 minutes. After the dough has rested for 5 minutes, you're supposed to roll it into a rectangle. Oh my. Now, y'all, my videos are so long. We're almost at 10 minutes already. So, once I get the dough rolled out, I will start another video. Wish me luck. And sweetie, just because I cross my fingers does not mean that I don't ask God to help me, okay? Back later.